for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
With the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rockabye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live in. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottle. Take 2 and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me?
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Lions and the Bucks under the lights on Sunday night.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. A hand will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store. The 4th and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out come the Bucks now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by the first overall pick from a couple of drafts ago, former Clemson Tiger Trevor Lawrence.
And you have to figure that this is a confident quarterback who gets the start here. Coming off of a victory in round 1. Team doesn't have to travel. They get another home game here in the divisional round. And I know it sounds cliche, but playing at home, huge for a quarterback, huge for his team. They want to take advantage of it.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On play action, Lawrence. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
To throw is Fields.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Fields.
That's caught again by Schultz. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Fields hit, and the ball is loose.
And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Parker, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Fields.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
from 21 yards away.
And the Lions are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. They had the short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Opposite. Kill. Check.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Lawrence will throw.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Christian Harris there, finding his way home to record the sack.
Here we go. 6-6. Pull it high. Use that bomber.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
On 1st down, Fields swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Pollard here once again. Back-to-back catches. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Here's the option going right. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. On play action, Fields steps away. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Lawrence. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fields. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago. And now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down. Now it's Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Throwing again is Fields. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the outright. Pollard will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Fields now to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talked about it all the time. Players talked about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? And let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball, those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye, and they take them on. And how many often does that team that had been playing before win game 1?
Right.
Almost always, right? Feels that way anyway. But it's a one-shot deal like the NFL. That's critical because now you come in and you get the momentum. You can take them out in that one game, and it's over. And those other ones, that team at home usually gets a chance to recover, and they're usually the better team.
Well, they better halt that momentum on the other side quickly, or this might be their last game. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Ready to go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. He's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Randall Cobb from 21 yards away. And the Buccaneers are back within a score. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. After the touchdown,
to kick it away. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And Detroit back in possession of the football. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And quickly they get to the line. Fields throwing again. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Complete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Now a first down throw, Fields. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. To the air again, Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schultz. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Here's Fields. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Ty Montgomery. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. Lawrence's throw is on target to Likely. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cobb. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lawrence. And check down complete to Hall. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, it's Lawrence. Throwing out left and finding Likely.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles, where it was the Rams who were able to pick up the victory at home.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A shotgun snap, Fields. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 30 yards there. Again, Fields. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Justin Fields. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
Here we go, here we go. Quick zone, travel. Alert, opposite. Kill.
They go play action with Lawrence. Under a heavy rush. rush, and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
On third down, Lawrence working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Lawrence going to throw again. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Ball on a give up the middle.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
From the 50, here's Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 41. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From midfield now on second down. Lawrence. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence.
Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Hall. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll run with Hall. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Hall again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Here's Lawrence. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Randall Cobb with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll go option to the short side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On 4th down, Fields. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. For Pollard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Going to run again here with Pollard. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Throwing on third down, Fields. He finds his target, it's Schultz. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
The Lions stay alive as we say thanks for watching and so long.
Let's go. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The chattermouths who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out.